Hello and welcome to this tutorial on getting started with shellcoding on Windows. For this tutorial, you'll need the NASM assembler for Windows, and I'll put a link in the description so you can go and download it. I'll just give you a quick rundown on how to structure your assembly file. So you're going to want to specify bit 64 if you're working with a 64-bit binary, which we are in these cases. You're going to specify global underscore start. And then in the section.data, you can actually put the string of the target that you would like to run. So for example, in this one, I put calc, which is the calculator exe file on the Windows system. And the smart thing about this is that I don't have to write the string as part of my payload in my exploit script or anything. It's already part of my shellcode in itself, and I don't have to go looking for it in the binary to find an address where this is or anything. It's part of my shellcode. And the .data section here, when we assemble with, at least with the -f bin flag for the NASM assembler, what this is going to be in um, the end of our payload, of our assembly shellcode payload. So now you know that, you can go check for yourself, but that's where it's going to be. So even though we actually write it here, when the program is assembled, the text section is going to come first, and then the data section is going to come. So this here null terminates the string, which we always would want to do when we want to call winexec, for example. And then you have here the underscore start, which is the actual beginning of our shellcode, where we move the address of winexec into rax, because we're going to do a call rax down here. Then we can use this command, and this is a very neat trick. You can use load effective address rcx on the relative address of the command string, and this will figure out what the address of this string is at runtime, and that is so smart when we are shellcoding. So the next thing you're going to want to do is, for example, here I've put 1 in RDX, and set, that means set sv show normal, which is just one of the arguments that you can pass to winexec. Then in this one I just add hex 30 to the RSP value, because then there'll be at least four addresses on the stack, which are just zeros. And here I'm trying to simulate a shadow store that Windows functions would like us to reserve before calling another function. And then in the end we call Rx. But yeah, this right here is going to save a lot of headaches, because you can just load the address directly from this string that you already provided in the binary, and that is really going to save a lot of time. So in order to compile this or assemble this, what we're going to do is, sorry, I just have to close this until I can go back here. So what we're going to do is we're going to type nasm-f bin, because we wanted a bin file, and then we want our shellcode, and we can see already here I have the command shellcode.asm, and then the output file is the shellcode.bin, and now that file has been assembled. Then in our exploit script, what we can do is we can open this in read mode, it read as bytes, and then we can just read this into our shellcode directly and put our shellcode to be part of our payload. So that's how I shellcode when I'm using Windows. Thanks for watching.